The Imagine and the Mummy. Neria couldn't sleep. She lay on the cool floor of her room and woke with excitement. The house of death, she whispered in the dark. The house of death. And she remembered over and over again what her father told her the night before. Neria, he said, you are a clever girl. Thank you, father. She muttered and blushed. The holy Harris didn't notice her. It was a grand priest, a royal temple. He certainly hadn't told her she was clever before. How did he know? It has the crumbs of bread off his hands and waved his thin mouth. His girl with dark eyes looked in the hair. I can trust you, he went on. Oh, yes, father, she said quietly. I have a very special task for you, he said. Her brothers and sisters fell silent and looked at her. She was the oldest, and they always knew she was a special girl. She was like a mother to them since their own mother died a year ago. The faces were still, but the hairs were twitching, like hippos on the banks of the Nile. Neria nodded. Tomorrow I'm taking you to the death with me, the man said, his shaved head clouding the golden light of the whole lamps and looked like a gorge. The little carrot boy's near youngest brother mouth fell open. Oh, that is this. Where we preserve the bodies of people. We preserve, Carrie whispered. Father nodded. If you have a piece of meat and you leave it in the sun, what happened to it? The cat will pinch it. The little boy said, or the jails will come from the desert and gobble it up. Father closed his eyes for a moment and took a slow breath. He threw it on the roof, where the cats and the jackals couldn't get it. Carol wriggled. The birds will eat it. The priest held in the table so tight his knuckles turned white. Neria tried to shake her head to tell her little boy to close his mouth before the father lost his temper. At last, the father said, if we put the meat in a cage and close the doors so the animals birds could not eat, what will happen to it? Carrie smiled. Then I will open the door of the cage and I will eat it. No, you will not, the father shouted. The children jumped as if a knife could have snapped the jaw suddenly shut. I will tell you what will happen to the meat. It will become slimy and very smelly. Will be covered in flies, and the flies will lay their eggs. The eggs will hatch out in the maggots, and the maggots will eat the meat. To this slimy, smelly meat, the boy gasped. They love it, father said. Love it. He turned back to Neria. People like us will be like pieces of meat when we die. We are raw to smell and be eaten by maggots. That is why we have to turn people into mummies. I know, father, Neria said. That's what we do in the house of death. We make mummies. He lowered his voice. We are going to get very busy in the house of death someday soon. I need some extra help. Someone who can learn quickly. Someone I can trust. I've chosen you, Neria. The girl felt a warm tingle on her cheeks. Thank you, father, she said and lowered her staircase. In the quiet of the room, little Carol's voice sounded like a red pie. Will I be mending the mummy? Father, will I be in my maggots? Father turned on him with an angry glare. If you not close your monkey mouth, you'll be chopped up and